Hello, my name is Dr. Neha and we are celebrating World Breastfeeding Week, which is from 1st to 8th of August. Today I am in discussion with my two esteemed pediatricians, Dr. Vaijayanti Ingavale madam and Dr. Amrita Durge, on a very important topic which is on breastfeeding. We welcome you madam, welcome Dr. Amrita.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
So the first question to you madam, why do pediatricians recommend exclusive breastfeeding and what are the advantages to the baby?
Exclusive breastfeeding माने the baby has to start feeding right almost at birth and the baby has to continue feeding exclusively only on breast milk till at least 6 months of age. Even after that also mother can keep feeding the baby. That is the meaning of exclusive breastfeeding. अभी क्यों बोलते हैं हम ऐसा कि बेबी ने ओनली एक्सक्लूसिव ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग ही मिलना चाहिए उसको? बिकॉज नेचर ने इतना सुंदर कंप्लीट फूड बनाया है मदर्स मिल्क के रूप में, सो दैट बेबी रियली गेट्स दैट कंप्लीट फूड विच इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर हर प्रॉपर ग्रोथ. The second thing of course is that baby gets proper immunity for so many diseases through the breast milk, क्योंकि मदर उसको ब्रेस्ट मिल्क में ही कितना सुंदर प्रोवाइड कर रही है उतने एंटीबॉडीज, वो पूरे न्यूट्रिशन के साथ सारे प्रोटीन्स मिल रहे, फैट्स मिल रहे, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स मिल रहे, विटामिन मिल रहे, एज वेल एज द प्रोटेक्शन ऑल्सो बेबी इज गेटिंग. The third thing, of course, the breast milk is completely sterile. It's not really containing any infections. So naturally, it is so good for the baby, and the baby remains infection free, as well as the baby starts getting the resistance also because the baby is taking that feed. So main reasons, of course, are going to be for the baby, and there are so many reasons and so many benefits which baby gets to the mother also.
So numerous benefits to the baby, madam, as we understand. So Dr. Amrita, are there any advantages of breastfeeding to the mothers as well?
Yes, definitely. As Dr. Vaijayanti has mentioned, for the baby, there are almost equal or probably many more advantages for the breastfeeding lactating mother. The main advantage in the immediate post-delivery period would be that the hormone that is responsible for the initiation of lactation and breastfeeding is the same hormone that helps for the contraction of the uterus. गर्भाशयाचं आकुंचन होणं हे डिलिव्हरीनंतर जे नॉर्मली व्हायला हवं असतं ते ह्या सेम हॉर्मोनमुळे ह्याच संप्रेरकामुळे होतं. त्यामुळे वार लवकर निघून पडणं, त्यामुळे गर्भाशय आकुंचित झाल्यामुळे ब्लिडिंग थांबणं, त्यानंतर गर्भाशयाचा पूर्ववत आकार जो प्रेग्नन्सीच्या आधी होता तसा आकार पूर्ववत होण्यासाठी काही काळ लागतो. पण एक्सक्लुझिव्ह ब्रेस्टफीडिंग म्हणजे निव्वळ स्तनपान जर सुरू ठेवलं तर हे सुद्धा लवकरात लवकर होतं. सो दीज आर द ॲडव्हान्टेजेस फॉर इमिजिएट पोस्ट डिलिव्हरी पिरियड. Also, exclusive breastfeeding is very convenient for the mother. You see, the mother does not have to follow any sterilization process or any preparation. As and when the baby needs, as and when the baby demands, at any time of the day and night, at almost any place, the mother can start and continue exclusive breastfeeding. If we have to look at the advantages in the future, breastfeeding and exclusive breastfeeding specifically protects the mother from various serious types of cancer like breast cancer, uterine cancer, cervical cancer. Also, breastfeeding is known to offer some degree of contraception naturally. However, I would like to make a point over here that it is not a complete contraceptive protection. So do seek your gynecologist's advice at the end of 4 to 6 weeks after the delivery is done for a complete contraception. So these are some of the best advantages offered to the mother because of exclusive breastfeeding. Yes.
True. और एक बोलना चाहूँगी that इतना सुंदर बॉन्डिंग होता है जब बेबी को राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग मदर्स फीड मिलता है. दैट बॉन्डिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड दिस इमोशनल बॉन्डिंग इज useful even for the later life also. So many people say that if the baby has this bonding with the mother, probably later all these whatever things are seen now these days for the children, the emotional problems, behavioral problems, they will be probably lesser if this bonding is tight and good.
Yes, I completely agree. This is a very it's an excellent opportunity. It's a golden opportunity for mother-baby bonding to be initiated and to be continued throughout their life. Yes.
So, madam, how early should this bonding start? As in, how soon can breast milk be initiated after delivery? And in some cultures, as soon as the baby is born, the families traditionally give honey or sugar water. मध साठवणे ज्याला म्हणतात ती प्रॅक्टिस इज इट रेकमेंडेड की नाही?
हां, ते खूपच महत्त्वाची अशी ही गोष्ट आहे आणि खूपच जास्ती वेळा आम्हाला लोकांना ह्याचं उत्तर द्यावं लागतं आणि नक्कीच ही गोष्ट करू नये. याला जे आपण प्री लॅक्टेल फीड्स आपण म्हणतो की हनी देतात, मध देतात, और दे गिव सम शुगर वॉटर ऑल्सो, विच इज जस्ट नॉट रिक्वायर्ड and in fact it is absolutely risky to give to the baby, so that definitely should not be done. And when should the baby start taking the feed from the mother? As soon as possible. So if it is just a normal delivery, in fact within 1 hour definitely mother can at least give the baby skin to skin contact, hug the baby, take the baby in her hand, and once that happens, baby automatically crawls to the breast and starts suckling at the breast and taking that whatever little colostrum baby will get, baby will take that. If the mother has undergone cesarean section, sometimes it happens that immediately within 1 hour it is not possible, but as soon as it is possible for the mother, whichever anesthesia she was given, it depends usually on that. So immediately then the mother has to start feeding the baby. Now she's become the mother. Now she cannot say that I'm very tired and I cannot do it and I want to sleep for a little longer time and then give something else to the baby, or give at least once or twice formula feed, which is so many times demanded from the doctors also कि क्या है डॉक्टर देने दो थोड़ा सा, एक हम बॉटल फीड दे देते हैं. बिल्कुल नहीं करना है. So within 1 hour or as soon as possible the baby will get the mother's feed and starts bonding also, which is going to be the most beneficial thing for both of them.
So, madam, you have touched upon a very important point that pre-lacteals are not to be given
Not at all.
under any condition, and breastfeeding can be initiated as early as within 1 hour.
Yes.
I may add just 2 points here. So as Dr. Vaijayanti madam has already mentioned, so pre-lacteal feeds of course have the chances of introducing infection to the baby. Also, we are here endorsing exclusive breastfeeding and initiation of breastfeeding as early as possible. If at any point of time any pre-lacteal feed is given, especially these kind of feeds that we mentioned, the honey and the sugar water, know that they are very high in sugar content and they may actually satisfy baby's little hunger at that time, and it may actually delay the baby's attempt to start breastfeeding. So pre-lacteal feeds are definitely observed to delay the initiation of breastfeeding, and it does lead to breastfeeding or lactation failure thereafter. So apart from infections, yes, pre-lacteal feeds are not recommended for this reason.
Yes, I do agree with this.
So, Dr. Amrita, new mothers often complain that they don't get enough breast milk in the first 2 to 3 days. So, how and what should be fed to the baby at that time?
Yes, very good question. This is, I think, the next most important question. So, let me assure you all over here that a mother not getting enough milk in the first 2 to 3 days is a myth. Unless specified otherwise, all mothers, whether a normally delivered or a cesarean section mother, they do start lactating, in fact, a little before the delivery happens. So the first 2 to 3 days, the kind of milk that comes is called as colostrum. If it is observed, you may be asking some of the elders, and they may tell you that this milk is very thin, slightly yellowish looking, and watery kind of milk. It's very less in quantity. Many times, especially on the day first, it is in drops. This milk is called colostrum. मराठी त्याला चिकाचं दूध असं म्हटलं जातं. All the living organism, the mammals get it. Okay? चिकाच्या दुधापासून, गाईच्या चिकाच्या दुधापासून बनवलेला खरवस आपण सगळे आवडीने खातो. So this is the similar chikasa doodh or colostrum that a mother gets in the first 2 to 3 days. Although it is less in quantity, it is important for all of us to know that baby's hunger and baby's need is also as much less. So this less quantity of colostrum suffices for baby's hunger and thirst. More important than that is the quality of colostrum. So this colostrum, which comes only for first 2 to 3 days and thereafter changes into another form of milk, which we will come to subsequently, is extremely rich in antibodies, in immune factors, and they are naturally made. The colostrum is naturally made this way because the baby has just come out of the mother and needs the best possible protection from all kinds of infection. Hence, naturally colostrum is made in such a way that it's rich in many of these immune factors. So please know the importance of colostrum. Please know that the quantity is sufficient for the baby's need for first 2 to 3 days. Try and give each of the drop of this colostrum. It is for no reason that it is called liquid gold. So please know that you are secreting, you are lactating a liquid gold, and offer that to your baby. Offer the best possible protection in the world to your baby. Know that this colostrum is very, very tailor-made, custom-made for your baby, whether the baby is a full-term good weight baby or slightly low in weight baby. The colostrum is going to be adjusted naturally to your baby. So when I say this, of course I endorse that there is no other feed or water required. Definitely no formula, definitely no animal milk required for first 2 to 3 days.
So definitely we now know that there's nothing like not enough breastfeed. So madam, the mother is following what the doctor is saying and trying to her best to exclusively breastfeed. So her question is, how frequently can she feed the baby and for how long?
This is again very important question, and especially the first time mothers are really confused with this because they constantly feel that they just don't know, and then probably the baby may not get sufficient milk, so they are more concerned about it. So initially first 2 weeks baby is still learning, the mother is still new for breastfeeding, so it could be every half an hour, every 1 hour, every 2 hours, as and when baby cries, as and when mother feels that the baby could be hungry, baby can be given the breast milk. So here again, as I said, now she has become a mother, and then she has to be ready to do this. In between the feedings she can definitely take rest, but please give that breast milk, even if it is little more frequent and your sleep is getting disturbed, give it first 15 days. But later, of course, baby may start really having her own cycle, baby knows her own demands, as well as then baby is able to take whatever amount of feed she really requires at a time. So later, after 15 to 20 days, then you can feed the baby every 2 to 3 hours, but that again, it should not be putting it in the clock that 2 o'clock दे दिया, फिर अभी बस देना ही है 5 बजे, तो 5 बजे बेबी सोया है तो उसको उठा के फिर देना है, ऐसे करना नहीं पड़ता है. So you always have the trust in the baby's thoughts and baby's own power about it. So baby knows when baby is hungry and baby will demand the feed whenever it is required. So it could be mostly 2 to 3 hours, but sometimes it happens baby sleeps for 4 hours. After that baby will take the feed. So it's usually mostly baby's stomach. When baby's stomach is asking for the feed, when the baby knows that she is hungry, that many times you have to feed the baby.
करेक्ट मॅडम. सो डॉक्टर अमृता, घरातले मोठे बऱ्याच वेळा म्हणतात की दोन्ही बाजूनी दे, म्हणजे थोडे मिनटं या बाजूनी, थोडे मिनटं त्या बाजूनी, ॲज इन फीड फ्रॉम बोथ साइड्स फॉर अ फ्यू मिनिट्स ईच. सो इज दिस अप्रोप्रिएट? इफ नॉट, then what is the correct method to feed?
Yes, again this is a very commonly followed practice, and I would like to take this opportunity and use this platform to let all the pregnant mothers, all the already breastfeeding mothers, all the elders, relatives of any breastfeeding mother to know that this practice is scientifically not appropriate. Let me explain. व्हेरी ब्रीफली. सो जसं आपण जेवताना सॉलिड्स, सेमी सॉलिड्स पदार्थ खातो, मधून पाणी पितो, म्हणजे आपल्याला सॉलिड पदार्थ आणि लिक्विड्स हे दोन्हीही लागतात. तसंच बाळाला सुद्धा बाळाचं अन्न आणि त्याच्याचबरोबर पाणी हे दोन्हीही लागतं. नॅचरली जेव्हा आपण एक्सक्लुझिव्ह ब्रेस्टफीडिंग म्हणजे निव्वळ स्तनपान ह्याला एन्डॉर्स करत आहोत, तेव्हा त्याला कारण हे आहे की ह्या स्तनपानात आईच्या दुधात हे सगळेच फॅक्टर्स आहेत. ऑल the factors, nutrients essential as well as the water content of the mother's milk is extremely appropriate. So now when we say that when the mother starts feeding from one side, the initial first few minutes probably the milk that is secreted by the mother is very rich in water content and sugar content. This quenches baby's thirst. बाळाची तहान याने भागवली जाते. If the mother continues to feed from the same side, the later part of the milk actually changes its character. So the later part of the milk comes on a little thicker and is rich in fats and proteins, and this satisfies baby's hunger. So just the way it's important for us to have both in a balanced fashion, babies need to have both of these parts of mother's milk. So now you imagine if a baby is fed from one side for first 5 to 10 minutes and given without knowing that it's mainly the initial part of milk, we call it foremilk, is given foremilk from one side and then the position is changed and the baby is fed from the other side. Even the other side breast will first give out foremilk. The baby will be mainly given foremilk and will not have much opportunity or time left to have the hind milk, partkunenala, the milk that is coming later. This may satisfy the baby for some time, but baby may not feel full, may not feel satiated. Baby may demand feeding more frequently because baby is emptying most of that water content of the milk, and baby's weight will certainly not grow optimally. We call it typically foremilk syndrome. So to avoid this, and this is easily avoidable when you know the facts, the scientific facts, so it is easily avoidable, and we strongly recommend that the mother feeds at a time from one side completely. How the mother would know that it's a complete feed given from one side? It's again very natural and very easy, but still let me spell it out. So when the mother feeds from one side completely, mother feels that that side of the breast is almost empty, it's very soft, and the baby feels satisfied. The baby who was sucking vigorously initially goes on sucking more calmly and then very calmly falls off to sleep. Very occasionally it may happen that the baby is demanding some more milk even after emptying one side. Then the other side can be offered, yes. But otherwise, feed from one side at a time and then alternate the breast on alternate feeds, but not in the same feed.